भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar. राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार जय गुरु राया योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार जय गुरु राया राम 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 भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगिनां सुरत्कुमारार्पणमस्तु. In deep gratitude, we have offered the Nama Sankirtan, the Nama lotuses of the Nama Sankirtan at the lotus feet of Bhagavan in adoration of His grace. It's like Nama Ganga, and we have been having a dip in it every day, and twice a day at that. Let's remember that Bhagavan is pleased when we keep chanting the name as much as possible all through the day, and do everything, every action, as an instrument in His hands, and offer those seva lotuses as well at the feet of Bhagavan. Now, we shall take up two more teachings of Bhagavan. This beggar is very happy. My father says, to tell you the truth, and he said it many times, that this beggar is his heart, that this beggar is his soul, that this beggar is all his. This beggar is very happy to do the work up to the fullest satisfaction of my father. Father is making use of this beggar as his instrument, and as a good instrument to do his work in a way he wants this beggar to do. So we do not know what language is this. He says he's the very heart of his father, the very soul of his father, and his father is very happy with his work. But all we know is that Bhagavan is at once his father and himself, and as far as we are concerned, there is no difference at all. And then he says something very interesting, something that we have to remember, and the time would prove it. He says this beggar's name will find a place in Indian history and in the history of the world. There were times he would get into a particular state and then would laugh so much, his cascading, thunderous laughter, and would say, this beggar's nama would be heard in every nook and corner of this cosmos. One day, this beggar's nama will be heard in every nook and corner of this world, this whole cosmos. Now he says, this beggar's name will find a place in the history, in Indian history and the world history. It's got to be so because as the nama spreads more and more and more, people begin to find how this nama can help them at the physical, mental and spiritual levels. How they grow and grow into greater transformation. So this is what we have come to learn, as what Bhagavan said upon himself. There are many teachings now. We have classified it under different topics. We shall see, even though it's not particularly saying, but it is very contextual. It has a common appeal. It is something that we all have to practice. Let us recall that particular incident when Bhagavan was suddenly surrounded by 4 thugs way back in the 70s, early 70s, when Bhagavan was yet to find a place, a roof overhead. He was wandering. He had his own few haunts where people could hardly find him because nobody was sure which haunt he would be using for a particular time. And as he was going from one haunt to another place on the road towards the old bus stand, she was suddenly stopped by 4 thugs, 4 rowdies, the ruffians of the street. And they snatched everything from his hand and threw them away. Poor Bhagwan, what did he have? He had only a coconut shell and a broken country fan and a few newspapers. They just snatched it from his hand and threw them away. And they started to beat him up for no reason at all. All the 4, just as we see in the cinemas, how these things happen, just as we learn from the newspaper these days, all of a sudden he was surrounded and attacked on all 4 sides until the blood started to ooze all over his body. His kurta was torn, his dhoti was torn. At the time, some 20 people had gathered there as a crowd, afraid to come forward, afraid of these thugs. They just stayed put in their place and were watching. No one came forward to help. Somehow the news of his being beaten up reached 2 attendants of his who used to come and stay now and then. They came running, and as they came running, these thugs saw that, and afraid they would be beaten up, they ran away. One of the attendants was Perumal, who said, "Swami, please allow us to go behind them and beat them up nicely so that they would never touch you again." But you know what Bhagavan said? It's a teaching for all of us. He said, those people have come to do their work and they have done it. We shall do our Father's work. We have come to do only Father's work. We shall do Father's work. They have come to do only the evil work, and they have done it. Just imagine, if you can think over, contemplate on this, you will come to understand that in the world drama that's going on from eternity to eternity, God, who alone exists and there is nothing else, no one else, has become the hero of the drama, the heroine of the drama, the villain of the drama, and all the sub-characters of the drama. He alone exists, so it is he who has become the costumes. And he puts on these costumes to play those particular roles, and he speaks those dialogues meant for the drama. And he is the sub-characters also, and he is the audience. So he plays this world drama from eternity to eternity for the joy of himself. Just as we all enjoy a drama on the stage, no matter how many sorrows occur in the drama during the course of the drama, how much we cry with the heroine or the hero, We enjoyed, otherwise we wouldn't be going there. So just as we all enjoy the drama, any drama on a stage, God enjoys His own drama, which He keeps playing from eternity to eternity. So Swami says, they have come to do their work and they have done it. We have come to do Father's work, so we will do that. So even the bad people of this world, they are doing their bad karmas helplessly, because that's the role allotted to them. And the dialogues they speak, the dialogues allotted to them. So each one of us is only a role play, and it's being played by the one divine. So that's why Bhagavan did not feel any enmity towards them. He knew it happened by the will of Father, and it was Father Himself in those forms who was doing it to Him. And He Himself was doing Father's work, and He had to play His role. So we have to learn this lesson that no matter how many people harm us, either by word or by action, we should know that even this is done by God in those forms. So we should not entertain enmity towards those forms, because it's the divine inside them that is playing their roles. And we get the beatings of life. So we should remember that everything is a role play. The whole world is a drama, is a Maya drama, and we have to learn to enjoy it. As often Bhagavan said to me, enjoy the world show by sitting in the chair comfortably and relaxed. Do not sit on the edge of the chair biting your nail while watching the show. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the feet of Bhagavan. Bhagavan, we beg you a million times for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world of violence. Violence is not normal. So we need a dharmic normalcy, and that could be brought only by the divine. What we have is only violence all around, heartbreaking violence. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bring forth unity, harmony, order and discipline into the lives of people, so that people would once again live a dharmic life with remembrance of God. There is this world war, this war that's going on between the two countries with its own justification. We should never use the word world war. I'm sorry. In fact, our prayer every day is that there should be no such word as war at all among the countries of the world. We beg you, Bhagavan, to stop this war immediately so that peace be prevalent everywhere. We also beg you to keep under control those cruel diseases and violent furies of nature and those terrible accidents. We also beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for those incidents of violence all over the world. In this world, whatever country people belong to, whatever language they speak, and whatever religion they have embraced, we know they too suffer from their past bad karmas, and that without any help or protection. They may not believe in the karmic theory or the rebirth, and yet The law of karma attacks them also, precisely. We beg you, Bhagavan, to reach out to all of them and do the needful. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people all over the world who have been slogging for the welfare of the others. Protect from what? From unnecessary, unhealthy, unworthy comments of criticism and aspersion. We beg you again to promote the economy of the country and the growth in varied fields of activity so that India would reach that high state of the world teacher to conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma. We also pray to you in all intensity and earnestness for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your powerful name and unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings so that all this would become Atma Shakti. We also beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us all to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasas. Please bless us to run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace, which is our natural state, this state of yours, but then we know our minds have to be purified. Why? Because the mind is now full of those residual latent tendencies of the past karma, because of which there are sudden attacks of fear, jealousy, anger, passion, and of course depression. And the depression will turn into medicine. But then you said the saving grace in Kali Yuga is the name of the divine, and it's a very powerful weapon against our past sins. And it would cleanse our mind. Every nama would eat up all those unnecessary thoughts, unwanted thoughts, because the nama has the power to do so, and no single nama goes waste. Every nama does its work of purification. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bless us all for early purification. And wherever we live in this world and whatever work falls into our hand, we know it's all your work. We should be able to do it in the spirit of service to you, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that all this would also become Atma Shakti. Please bless us to practice acceptance. Acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it sukha or dukkha, a joy or sorrow. Coming from you, it can only be a blessing, a greater blessing meant for our spiritual transformation, for our closer kinship with God, for our greater good. When a bad karma begins to attack us as punishment in this birth, we know how life changes dramatically overnight. Everything that we say or do would misfire. We collapse. We begin to resent God and His grace. We try to move away from Him. We also blame others bitterly for our own failures, little realizing it is our own past karmas that are returning to us in kind. But Bhagavan, for His part, full of generosity and love, puts a blessing even in the punishment so that the blessing would push us back to Bhagavan. And a higher wisdom would be born out of every adversity. And what does it teach? That God is our only strength. He is our only security, not whatever we think as security or strength in life. Neither money, nor power, nor relatives or friends. Bhagavan, as our mind gets more and more purified, it will begin to reflect the living, vibrant presence of God. Please bless us to know that it's only your will that's behind all the happenings of life and the world. Please bless us to be grateful to you even for the adversities of life, for now we know they are greater blessings in disguise. And Bhagavan, we seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we who have been seeking only solutions endlessly for our life's problems now seek dissolution of the root cause of this vicious cycle of births and deaths. And what is that? The aham bhava, the utter selfishness in the form of ego, in the form of I and mine. I want it for myself. We compete and we grab. If I cannot get it for myself, I want it for my people. It doesn't matter what happens to other people. Now this is the cause for our repeated births and deaths. We beg you, Bhagavan, to uproot this aham bhava and promote atma bhava, so that we be blessed with that immortal life, that eternal living, in merger with you, or eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ram.